When I just finished up racing in like '09, I was putting in the effort, but things weren't working out for me, so I was getting angry and it was all going to be too hard, and like just I wasn't in the right mind frame. So and then I went to work and Mark was flipping around the world and had shot to fame and like was doing his trip. The days I was spending out on like the job site concreting and just labouring and like just thinking, what am I doing here?
Yeah, I think Adam coming over to X Games and helping me out and just realising that I've done it and that he could do it again and prove to everyone that he is still talented on a bike, and
quickly realised that I got to do something I'm good at. Like that.
You come to Mark Horton, looking to race again. Something had definitely sort of changed, and I think Mark was pretty keen to accommodate him.
I went in with the new attitude, and they gave me a shot, which I'm so thankful for. I didn't know where I was going to be coming into round one,
and we were underdone to start with. Like, we didn't have enough product, we didn't have enough bikes, but we were all prepared to take it as it lied. And
I knew I had good speed, but I just with everyone else going into the race, like how deep the field was, I knew I didn't know where I was going to stand.
Yeah. Shit. Make it sound good, make it sound good. Yeah. I ain't on yet, but I'm mad as shit. Just copped the Louis belt, but I might still sag a bitch. And while y'all swagging shit, I'm on something different. So let me take you on a journey with this pimpin'. Cause I envision women in my old liquor sippin', and some paint drippin', slowly lane switching. I said I candy painted it, and I'm both swinging it. Leather interior was grained in it, I can't even lie, cause this the life I live. So how you new niggas gon' come around and claim trill? My bros from the side know just what
I went 3-12-2 at round one. That just built my confidence. I knew I was happy with the bike, I was happy with the team, like everything was really working well, and I was on top of the world. And then I went to Coonabarabran, and that kind of didn't really I don't know, I didn't gel. I didn't have like a great weekend. That was a bad round, and I think it was like 9th place. Next round being at Wonthaggi, and that's like half an hour down the road. I knew I wanted, all my buddies were going to be there, and I wanted to do well.
I'm from a place where a woman come up after a ride. Who the fuck taught y'all niggas how to prioritize? One time for all my dogs that died, and 2 times for the ones that survived, and 3 times for the ones that ride until the end of time. Where I'm from, we don't say down, boy, we say dime. Look, I just wanna ball, motherfucker. And I do this here for my fucking mother. Even the brightest stars don't shine forever. And the lifestyle I'm living, I can die whenever, pray for me.
It was the first time I've led a national moto again, and that was sick. Like I was like had a grin from ear to ear, and then if I stick at it and keep the attitude I had, then things were gonna be on the up. And we prepared in the sand for the next 2 or 3 weeks or something in the break, and went over to Wanneroo and I got into the lead, and Powley put on the pit board 12 laps to go, and I was just like, all right, let's see if we can do 12 perfect laps around the roughest track I'd almost ever ridden on. like explain the feeling of that moto win. I was over the moon. Like I couldn't have been happier. Dropped my bike and ran over to Powley, and just it was awesome.
You could see definitely, you know, it meant a lot to Adam to prove to himself that he still had what it took in such a small time.
You know, I rang Mum after the moto, and she was crying, and like I think all I said to her was I'm back.
As anybody knows, with a moto win comes confidence, and we just kept building on that. Horsham was another special day for us because we'd been working all year on our first 2 motos, and Horsham were definitely on track.
Just, I guess everything clicked. Getting a good start in that first moto and passing the guys like I did, and then getting around Keisha and checking out, and I knew things were working, and it's so much. It's just what happens when you've got so much confidence.
Come from dead last right through to 3rd, and then had quite a decent crash over the tabletop as well. So he recovered from that, and I think still finished 5th. So.
And getting on the podium for a second time, and for second, and it was another I suppose great weekend. Looking down and seeing like the smile on the team's face, and just like being back up there, I couldn't ask for more. Like I was just stoked. Being in 5th, I wanted to, I was within reach of 4th place, and I could really jump up there and do well.
Yeah, so Moree started off well again, and we were riding good right from the get-go. And
I went 3-6 in the first 2 motos, and was sitting in 3rd for another podium on the day. I just had to beat a couple people, and it was another podium. It was battling. It was a hard race. Since the gate dropped, there was 5, 6 guys around the front of the pack that we were all hammering. And
in the last probably 10 minutes of the 30-minute moto, we really started to find something on the track. And
yeah, it was again getting towards the 4 or 5 laps to go, and I was feeling awesome. Wasn't fading, and had made some moves.
He sort of went past with 1 lap to go, and he caught right up on the back of Gibbs. I had to make a quick decision whether we put the pit board out and tell him to settle for 4th, and or to go for it, And all year we'd sort of been holding Adam back a little bit, and accepting the places where we were, and not pushing too hard and trying to keep it on 2 wheels. But being round 9, it's time to maybe just let things happen. Seeing that he was hurt straight away, like the impact that I seen from my angle, it was a big impact. So you kind of knew that he was in a bad way straight away,
Walking in there for the first time, it's definitely a shock. He was laying there flat on his back, and there was the tube in his mouth. There's tubes out of his nose. There was all drip like tubes everywhere, monitors, and everything was pretty full on.
The helicopter pilot saying, we're going to have to induce you because if we don't get a breathing tube in you, then your chances aren't great. And I remember looking at Tracy going, does this mean they're inducing me into a coma? And she said yes. And that's kind of when I went, oh, will you tell Mum I'm alright?
We're so privileged to have Race Safe, Suzuki Race Safe there to take care of these riders, because you'd hate to think what could have or would have been the outcome if they weren't there.
Broke 9 or 10 ribs in multiple spots, front and rear. My scapula, so my shoulder blade, collapsed lung, punctured lung, and a concussion of, they say, I think it was like 3 minutes.
Oh, I just got ragdolled.
It feels like I didn't race the last race at Coolum, so that series it doesn't feel over to me.
So yeah, I don't think there's any doubt in saying that. I think I could be able to speak on behalf of Adam to say that there's definitely some unfinished business there for sure.